Hey, Mangete. Hey, I always say that we need to praise people when they are doing well in football. You play good football, you lose games. Fans say, winner. You play football, you win games, and then they say, Maras winang. But the beautiful part of it all is that you've won 5 games in a row, which has not happened in Kaizer Chiefs for many months and all of that. It must be a good record for you, Coach.
Yeah, look, thanks for the question, Khotman. I must say, Khotman, I'll always give credit to the players. It's always been difficult for them. I'll tell you why I'm saying that. They coming from different environments, different backgrounds, and also different challenges. And coming to Kaizer Chiefs is a beast. They're expected to perform week in, week out. You are expected to perform at your utmost best, bring your A game every game, that you participate on. So yeah, it's been difficult for them. Injuries to key players also did not make our life easy. But the way most of the players responded, being their first season at Kaizer Chiefs, more especially where there were high expectations, in terms of turning things around. It was never going to be easy anyway, but they've done well. So these 5 games, I think it was always going to be a case of as soon as we get our rhythm. And I hear when you say maybe the performance was maybe the best, but I still say in all those games we created chances. So football is about creating, chances and taking those chances. If we were taking those chances, I think people would have been saying something different in terms of the performance. We are performing poor according to people because we are not scoring our goals. But in all those games, we created chances.
Coach, chances come and go in the game of football. And one game that you are about to play, Marumo Gallants, a troubled club administratively, positionally on the log, everything is just against them except today at 10 o'clock they're in the bowl for Ilokungana EKF Confederation Cup draw, which is one of the positives that they've had. How difficult is it to play against a team that finds themselves in so much trouble and you still have to tell your boys, we need the 3 points here?
It's very difficult because one, you are playing against players, individual players that wants to prove themselves. That wants to go for greener pastures, And apart from that, when you watch them play, they're a solid team. You're just unfortunate that they find themselves there, in the bottom of the log. But they're a good team. It's just that football sometimes, football is football. So for the fact that they're also participating in the Confederation Cup, last 8, some of the teams there, most difficult teams to play against, top teams, that did not qualify to be in the Champions League. So that alone tells you, that they're a good team. They are not there by a fluke or by a mistake. They've been doing tremendously well. And if you are to go into this game looking at where they are on the log, then that will be the biggest mistake. They are fighting for their lives. So they are more motivated than us. They want it more than us right now. It's all up to us to also rise to the occasion, show that we really want to go for the second spot, and show that we're also, in a better position right now. So when you look at it, they come into this game as underdogs, but they're more dangerous than any other team that we played against this season.
Mshini and Billiat out there in boots now. Are they nearing closer to full fitness or still a long way?
Yeah, thanks for the question. Look, Mshini is out this season. He's not going to be available. Kama is just started jogging last week, if not the week before last. So he's far from returning to play. But we don't doubt our bio. Is working on him. before he can hand him over to, to football actions, which is the coaches now on the field. Then we'll take it from there. Now we'll be fighting, for his fitness and make sure that he's ready to play. Otherwise, we don't want to risk, and hurt him again. So Tower just got back, fighting for fitness as well. Cole, he's the one that looks, close to starting team. So yeah, as I said, earlier on, you look at the number of injuries that we had to key players this season. That was a big blow for us, and it was now we were forced to make too many changes and end up putting other players under pressure, more especially the young ones, because we wanted to bring them in gradually. But I'm also proud at the same time that those that we gave the opportunity, they rose to the occasion.
Coach, obviously your focus now would be to finish strong and as high as possible. But I'm sure in the back of your minds and also discussions behind the scenes with the technical team and Kaizer Chiefs, you are planning for next season already.
Yeah.
I know in South Africa we don't normally talk about these things of money and stuff like that. What are you getting from the management? Are they going to give you, a budget to go over there and try and sign the quality required to compete with Sundowns? Are the discussions at that level already?
Yeah, we're doing things gradually. We're looking at things differently. Why I'm saying differently? Because the game has changed. Right now we have to look at ourselves. We are not worried about what Sundowns is doing. Yes, it is a fact Sundowns is doing very well. But if we are to focus on Sundowns and forget about us, what is it that we can do right to take the team back where it belongs? That will be, the biggest mistake that we'll make. So right now we're focusing on what we can do, to help the team and bring it back to, to where it belongs, and bring back the glory days. And with the support that we're getting as a technical team, I see us getting closer and closer. Whoever that we're going to bring on board for next season will be a needy, more than just a player that is doing very well for a certain team. Will be a needy, someone that needs to come here and add value. And that is why we're doing proper profiling of those players as to how we want to play and how they can come here and add value, because it's pointless for us to bring a player because of he's doing well for his respective team right now, and how is he going to come and help us if he's not going to shine as well and play in a system that suits him. So we're focusing on ourselves.
Because sixth win in a row would mean breaking your own record. What are personal accolades saying to Arthur Zwane as a coach? I know that you would hardly celebrate even your own goals as a player. You would say, as long as the team is winning. But this is big for a normal Kaizer Chiefs fan, that the team is going for the 6th win in a row. Your space on that, personal accolades?
Look, I've been here for many years, the more you play games, the more you win, the more you are expected to bring more, wins and perform at your utmost best, and also bring your A game. So that is why sometimes I know people don't understand when I don't celebrate. I do celebrate, probably at home after the game, because it's key for me, to celebrate after have achieved something, So right now we're taking one game at a time. We take things, one game at a time. I'm not focusing on breaking records, and I just want to make sure as the head coach that we're on the right track. We're getting the results, the desired results. We're playing the very good football that we want to play as a club, and as the players as well. And everyone feel part of the team, and everyone is growing, And the rest of the things, I think will come second. Right now, Kaizer Chiefs comes first, We just need to grind the results. And then we'll deal with the rest, after maybe come end of the season.
And what has been the reason for the turnaround last few matches?
As I said, big man, it's been, when you're unfortunate about something, when you miss chances, when you concede goals you shouldn't, it's part of the game. And it was part of learning at the same time, As much as we're still conceding, but we're scoring more goals. And football is all about that. Unfortunately, in the past, we missed a lot of chances. Then we conceded one goal, And no one can tell me that these players will go into the field and want to lose the game. And that is why I'm saying they were trying to adjust. They were trying to understand. And at the same time, the pressure was mounting, And now it was up to us now as a technical team how to calm their nerves and try and help them to settle in quickly. And yes, maybe in terms of the performance, we're blowing hot and cold. But when you look at the very same games, the only difference, people are saying we're blowing hot and cold because we're not scoring goals. But the team that is creating a number of chances like Kaizer Chiefs, you can't say it's poor performance. Even when teams were one man down, we created a lot of chances. We just did not convert them. Last night, Sundowns, they played for about 18 minutes. They played against a team that was one man down. How many chances Sundowns created? A lot, probably 3. Okay? So you would say it's poor. They drew. And Sundowns is one of the best teams. Is the best team currently. So that's why I'm trying to show you these things. Unfortunately, with us, it happened consistently. Sundowns, it happened only once. So the difference is us not taking our chances, conceding. But in terms of the performance, I think we've done, the players have done very, very well.